Hi folks, it's Scotty here from Flickering Myth, once again taking a delve into the world of movies. This time we're going to be looking at some of the most painfully violent villain deaths in superhero films. Superhero films may be geared towards younger audiences via the PG-13 rating, but that doesn't necessarily limit them. Over the years, directors and artists have found ways of creating violent situations without there being a single drop of blood. Now, whether they deserve it or not, here are 5 of the most violent deaths seen in superhero pictures. Mr. Wink in Hellboy 2: The Golden Arby. Guillermo del Toro has a reputation for designing brutal looking monsters. The Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth and the Amphibian Man from The Shape of Water are some of his most famous creations. Mr. Wink deserves mention alongside them. Serving as a henchman of Prince Nuada in Hellboy 2, Wink is a hulking troll with a propensity for violence. Now, during a fight with Hellboy in a marketplace, his chain arm gets stuck in a metal crushing machine that drags him away. Now, while his death is mostly off screen, several factors hint at the brutality. Hellboy winces, bones crush, and parts of his body flop out. Oh! ELECTRO in Amazing Spider-Man 2. Poor Max Dillon, when all he wanted was recognition from the world. A series of accidents then turned him into an energy monster who had to be stopped by Spider-Man. But that doesn't mean he deserved a heavy death. You see, Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy realise that the only way to beat a being of electricity is to overload it. And that's what they do, manipulating the New York City power grid into redirecting Electro's attacks. His body is overridden with so much electricity that he gets overcharged, blowing it up and ending his villainy. ALDRICH KILLIAN in Iron Man 3. KILLIAN may have had lacklustre motivations, but his plans for destroying Iron Man were well thought out. Kidnap the President, hold Pepper hostage, and build an army of extremist soldiers. Of course, this being a Marvel film, Tony Stark had to triumph in the end, but the way he does is so brutal. To counter Killian's healing abilities, Stark has a mobile Iron Man suit latch onto every part of Killian's body. He then ignites it as Killian screams. Now, while the latter does survive, his body has been turned into burned, scarred flesh that is easily destroyed by another explosion, courtesy of Pepper. Steppenwolf. Now, in the theatrical cut of Justice League, Steppenwolf was seen as a lacklustre antagonist. His motives were poor, his CGI inconsistent, and he got easily beaten by Superman. Well, maybe that's why fans didn't really care that he was given a violent death. A reshoot established that parademons were attracted to fear, and with his plans ruined by the Justice League, Steppenwolf showed a lot of it. In a scene reminiscent of Scar's death from The Lion King, Steppenwolf is attacked by a rabid pack of parademons that begin eating away at him. A boom tube pulls him out, but not before leaving behind his helmet as a souvenir. Lady Deathstrike. Long before Hela, Fox's X-Men franchise showed that female villains could be just as intimidating as their male counterparts. Everyone remembers Rebecca Romijn's Mystique and Famke Janssen's Phoenix, but what about Lady Deathstrike? Played by Kelly Hu in X2, Deathstrike is a semi-clone of Wolverine, albeit with 10 adamantium claws instead of 6.
Holy shit.
A fight between the two breaks out in the film's climax, with Logan getting the edge and seemingly drowning her. Only she re-emerges and begins stabbing him. And with no other option, Logan injects her with a tube of liquid adamantium. The metallic fluid is so extraneous it seeps out of her eyes and nose. A horrible way to go for sure. And there you have it. So what are some of the villains who got painfully taken out by the hero that you recall? You know the drill by now. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to Flickering Myth for more content. Until the next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and as always, we'll catch you later on. Bye!